Gunfire erupted at a campaign rally for former President Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, Saturday. Trump said a bullet struck him in the ear. Here's how the attack unfolded. President Trump was speaking from a stage located here, with Secret Service snipers in position on the roof of a building behind the stage. The suspected gunman was on the roof of another building less than 450 feet away from where Trump was speaking, with a clear line of sight.
And look what happened to our country.
Moments before the shooting, we can hear nearby spectators saying they see someone with a gun.
He's got a gun!
At the same time, while Trump speaks, the Secret Service snipers can be seen facing the gunman's direction. We see the agent on the roof pick his head up just before shots ring out at 6:15. Secret Service agents rush to pull Trump to the ground. As they rush him from the stage, blood can be seen on the bleachers behind where Trump was speaking. A spectator was killed and 2 more were critically injured at the event. The suspected gunman, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, was shot and killed.
I had to cut it out, man. I didn't really know what was going to be acceptable on YouTube, but I cut the last part out. Anyhow, we seen how the story unfolded, man. I was quite surprised. I was taking a nap, and then Jay texted me asking have I seen that they tried to assassinate Donald Trump. I said, what? The first thing I do is open up IG. I just seen it down my timeline, nothing but Donald Trump. I didn't know what to think. I didn't think that it was staged due to what I was seeing. But as I kept getting people's perspectives and opinions about it, it became interesting to me. But I am curious to start off with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with you, Hank. When you seen the news broke, what were your immediate thoughts?
The crazy part was, I mean, when I first heard it, I heard it on YouTube. Somebody was doing a show, and I'm like, well, hold on, I need to go back and see what's happening. What is this about? You know, they was trying to debate whether it was fake or staged or all a whole setup. And then, of course, I got to see a couple angle footages, and one of the angles you showed right there was one of the angles able to see. I was kind of shocked, but not surprised. Donald Trump is a polarizing type person. You know, he says some polarizing type things. And you got some people who are very extreme. And to that point, taking his life, I mean, an attempt on his life, I wouldn't think somebody would do that. Maybe, you know, run up on him and threaten him, that's doing all that. But I thought we've probably seen the last of situations like that, but I guess I was wrong.
All right. What about you, Luis?
I'll say this. I mean, we all remember what happened to JFK, and we all remember what happened to, you know, other presidents who, you know, had assassination attempts done on them. You know, considering where he was, the podium didn't have like a clear shield. Did anybody see that? It felt like he was on.
I was thinking the same thing too, because I was seeing reports that the glass shattered. I'm like, what glass? It must be some advanced technology.
I mean, unless it's an invisible force field that we don't know about, I didn't see no shield, no sort of clear sort of protective barrier, right? He was on the podium, and quite frankly, he was in a very open, spacious field. If anything, that's a sniper's paradise. I'm kind of surprised, you know, not wishing anything bad to happen to him, but like, Like if it's open and it's not, why didn't you go for center mass? And like, what did he get hit with? Like a 22, because it definitely wasn't anything that a professional would have used. So there's just a lot of things that make it a little not questionable, because obviously I do believe that there was a real assassination attempt on his life, but just how everything kind of folded just makes me kind of wonder how their Secret Service didn't really plan out all the security and safety protocols, considering it's a very polarizing figure like Donald Trump. So
Okay. So did you think it was staged?
no, I don't think it's staged, but I do think that they did milk the moment. I do think that they used it to their advantage. Because you know what was so crazy though? After the shots had rang and he got down and his security team came over and they covered him, like it was just so convenient how he got up and like they kind of like he raised his hand into the air, and you know how you see the American flag kind of captured in the back, like the perfect kind of like I was like God has a funny sense of humor, or this was like very well orchestrated. So
Yeah, one of the things that because I was thinking the same along the same lines, that if he's trying to be protected, they should have done a better job. Either he was fighting and they couldn't hold him down, which he's an older man. I find it hard to believe that they can't hold him down, making sure he don't break out of whatever circle that they were trying to crowd him with. But it's just kind of one of those things that kind of make you think, because if shots are being fired, I would think that he would have total protection. Are you saying something, Luis? I'm not sure if you muted. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. All right. Well, while Luis is getting set back up, I'm not sure if you're trying to say anything. I'm going to go to you, Allie.
I'd agree. It was a bit suspect that he popped back up. And then in addition to that, if this was, a government event, where was the crowd control after the fact? Because everyone had zero survival skills. Everyone just stood there gawking and staring and then started chanting. So that was quite bizarre. But yeah, I agree. Him popping up his head, um, and I think he put his hand up too, I think toward the end as well. But like circling back to like my initial thoughts about it, I saw it on Instagram and digesting the information, trying kind of like the same thing, reading that it was potentially glass from a teleprompter that had struck him. I feel that unfortunately that this is on brand for the divisiveness that he has created throughout his political career, and that it's unfortunate that more and more people are waking up each day so triggered by politics that that's all they eat, live, and breathe, and it controls them. And it's sad that it had to result to that, if this is true, as we learn more details. So I hate to say it, but reading it, was it shocking? Yes. Was it unsurprising? No. That's my initial thoughts on it, because I feel like I could feel it coming, the divisiveness that he's created.